Yeah, we crawling out. It's tippy toeing.
Uh-huh.
For those just hearing the bit end of our conversation, we're talking about trying to climb and tippy toe up out of the shadow realm, which we are still stuck in because we like to say stuff on here that may not be pleasant to the ears of
The
others.
moderators.
Yeah. So we're trying to get out the shadow realm. So you can help us by liking, sharing, subscribing, and sharing and sharing and
Commenting.
sharing and saying commenting, saying these guys ain't doing nothing but talking nerd stuff. Hold on, I think I need to
Nerdism.
switch over to because I see some glitching going on over here. So before I put it in the shadow realm, like you in the Shonen shop. Like,
It's just
share,
nerdism.
subscribe, share the live.
We just
Go ahead.
nerds, I promise.
Yeah.
What's
What
that's
up?
Baby Sav. What's up,
That's
Baby Sav?
is that baby Sav?
I think that's Baby Sav because Mama Sav
Baby
is
Sav?
Lisa.
Okay,
Mama
but there's
Sav is
two.
Lisa.
There's
But it's two
baby
Baby
Sav.
Savs.
Yeah, I was about to say there's toddler Sav. Let's change it. Let's go toddler Sav.
That might be Tyler Sav.
Okay,
No, that's
no,
Baby
no, no,
Sav.
no. Toddler Sav. Okay, hold on. Let me let me go ahead. You're into the Shonen shop. I'm looking right here. I see that IDW is publishing a Godzilla. John Romita Jr. on it too, but it's in manga news. Kai Sierra. Connected to the Godzilla universe. I think it's going to be what's Casa Era? Can somebody look that up for me while I switch my
How you spell it?
connections over here? KAI-SEI era. ERA.
The Kaisei era.
Yeah.
So according to Gojipedia and the Godzilla fandom, this is an era. So the Kaisei era is a reptilian Dai Kaiju. It's basically the original Godzilla like format, basically.
Is it like the way that they're talking about it looks or the way that it's drawn?
I think so.
Y'all keep talking. I gotta fix something over here before I die. Like, share, subscribe. I wasn't supposed to say die. I was supposed to say unalive. Yeah. Go ahead.
Unalive. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So according to Godzilla fandom, like the Showa and Heisei eras, Godzilla began as an ordinary creature. And then 1954, American were performing tests on a new form of energy known as Kaisei. This unintentionally awakened the creature and exposed it to radiation from the Kaisei energy. As a result, its biology was changed and it gained radioactive physiology. So essentially, it's like the third potential backstory of Godzilla.
What's the first two? Because I'm not a big Godzilla fan. I don't really know much, but he's
sorry, I actually am into kaiju and shit. So I'll go to the Heisei era because the Heisei era I think is like
stuff.
The Heisei era is a more recent one, so it's what everybody knows from the 1989 version of Godzilla, where it's a more political Japan, 1984 to 1995, also known as the Versus series. It uses the word Bisu Shizuru. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Please, everybody, forgive me on terrible pronunciation.
Am I moving all right? Okay.
But it basically follows a different continuity from the Showa films or the original films, ignoring every movie concept except for the original 1954 version.
So it's basically saying none of those movies are canon to the
and also ties into the Mothra series as well. The television versions of it were Godzilla Island, 1997, and Godzilla Land, October 1st, 1992, and then the re-release, the OVA, in November 6th, 1994.
I feel like them, who was it, Damon Wayans on The Living Color and David Alan Grier, where they be like, hated it.
You think it's gonna be trash?
Bro. Hated it.
I hate all that. I hate all that Godzilla stuff, man. I hate it.
So I'm into the lore of it. I'm not gonna lie, but anyways, to kind of end off on that note and kind of get back to the things that we were originally trying to talk about. Let's start off with the most recent one I've seen, the My Hero Academia movie, the latest one.
Hold on, man.
Dang,
Hold on,
host.
Dang, hey, Cinco trying to take it.
My bad.
Hey, so yeah, hated it.
Yeah.
Hey, let's start with My Hero Academia. You know what I'm saying?
Because my bad, EXO. My bad.
No, you hey, taking my job, man. Nah,
Hey,
but go ahead.
That was a segue. Like that was a segue.
Yeah. What y'all do? Okay, let's start off real quick. So
yeah,
this dropped back in October. I never was able to get to the theater, and I gotta admit, I don't know if it came out in dubbed, but it's now dubbed. I gotta watch it in dub. I love dub. You did?
Yeah.
Okay. I watched it in dub as well.
So it came out October 11th in theaters, and it just landed on Prime. Hold on, man. See, hey, y'all both trying to take my. Y'all both trying to do it. I realize what's happening today. They both trying to get me for my.
You said Shonen Shop. We are Shonen Shop.
Yeah. Yeah. You can do some stuff over there too, huh, Cinco?
No, I actually can't. Oh wait,
so you lied. So you lied.
I definitely did.
You can't present stuff on the screen.
I can present it, but I don't.
He ain't got access to like the buttons and stuff.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Hey, so what did y'all think of the movie? I want to hear from. Okay, so I'm new to My Hero. For those that don't know, I'm new to My Hero. So
okay,
for those that, huh?
I said I'm not so much new to it. I missed the big chunk, but I read the ending.
So okay. I used to be into My Hero Academia like really heavy. I think it is a good plot hole filler because this is canon. This movie is actually declared canon, despite it being a standalone movie with a one-shot manga to correlate with it. But I think it actually encapsulates a lot of the UA students' abilities. Maybe not to the exact full potential that we see later in the series, but definitely for where it's at in the storyline. I think it's a really good film. The animation went crazy, especially for Deku's parts, as usual. But I think, it really showcases how powerful the UA students at the academy really are in terms of like power scaling to new villains and stuff like that.
Santo.
I kind of thought it was a waste of time. It was nothing new that I seen in there, other than some hard carry by the animation. Bakugo and Todoroki had some good scraps. Deku had some good scraps. The villain was probably one of the worst villains ever. Fake All Might, Dark Might, whoever. He was
trash.
He's being added to my list.
Yeah, I thought about adding him to mine. He was absolute booty cheeks. But he had some good, he had some good scraps. But as a villain, he was trash. I felt like we could have seen all that. Like there's nothing new that
it could have been an episode in the show. Yeah, no way would have had an eye. It definitely could have just been an episode, and no one would have said nothing about. Like it could have been a 2-part episode and just been done with it.
Man, that was the wackest part for me. I'm like, man, here we go with this
baby Sam.
good person, a bad person, and then like, I gotta say this real quick. The non-transformed All Might is probably the worst looking character I've ever seen in my entire life, man.
That sickle cell Might.
Man, I hate the way that looks, man. I do not like.
Hey, like Prodigy from Mobb Deep.
Hey, that was. Hey, come on, man. Nah, hold up, man. Hold up, bro. I just realized what this dude said. Hold up. Nah, we gotta.
I know one of you niggas got sickle cell or something.
Come on, man.
That's over the top, man. Why'd you do that, man?
Come on, man.
You know, anyway, man.
Not
they based his character on. That's what they based All Might's character on. Prodigy.
All Might should stay All Might the entire time. I didn't like Bakugo just sitting in there yelling, and I was like, man, I thought this movie was completely horrendous. I was even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try to sugarcoat it. I thought it was completely a waste of time, like Santos said. That's yeah. Go ahead, man. Maybe you can enlighten me on something that I was watching. Real quick. I did not care about motor scooter man.
Scooter dog.
I was just about to get into that.
Go ahead,
man. I'm gonna rip this movie to shreds. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I was saying the overview of like as like just the movie itself, my objective overview, right? But like this movie is terrible. You have this motorcycle dude who we didn't even know how to quirk to begin with, right?
What was it? What was it?
It was neutralization, which is not a new thing. First of all, second of all, his neutralization quirk was limited because he could only use it in his one hand. Like, dude, no. Absolutely not. There's so many ways that these characters have developed their quirks to do other things in different areas that they lack in, that it makes no sense for this dude to be able to only use it in the one hand. So, first of all. Second of all, we have a pretty good plethora of heroes and abilities. Again, nothing we haven't seen before, but there's different combos and team ups that could have happened that didn't.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we have the stage 2 and stage 3 resurrection of the final boss. Like, what is this, Elden Ring? Get out of here! No, absolutely
trash.
Frieza Saga.
No, worse. Frieza's power ups were actually monumental. And like, oh snap, he came back and he's ready for round 2, right? Nah, this was like he was knocked out, but because he got overclocked, he managed to bring himself back, all because for the sake of power, quote unquote, or whatever that means. And then you go ahead and get him demolished by a double mule kick Deku, not even a fucking United States. Sorry, a freaking United States smash. Like, no, absolutely not. He gets taken out by a St. Louis smash. That's what was the final. That was like the final nail in the coffin.
Shout out
after that, 100%. But like. After that, bro, it was just honestly just a double mule kick to the chest at mock Jesus.
let me say off top that this animation was beautiful.
100%.
Beautiful.
This is the one time where I won't argue against Santo about it being hard carried by the animation. This was 100% hard carried by the animation.
This might be TMI, but I nutted.
Yeah,
it was very
visually 100%.
100%. It was very voluptuous, man.
I do like the one
using that word, man. Stop using voluptuous.
You overusing that word. I think you just found a new word recently, and you're like a new kid at school. Trying to use that word over and over again.
Hold on. They said
like, y'all don't understand. This word's amazing.
Hold up. They said that you can't use it when you're talking about anime, and I'm proving it wrong.
Voluptuous doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
I read the definition.
It's a term of volume. It's not a term of.
Hey, it's a term of me saying it. That's what it is.
That's your ego being voluptuous.
Hey, don't say nothing about me voluptuous. Hey, I know. I had to mention that ahead of time. I did not like how. No, I did. You know what? I do like dude that turned into the truck. That power set and the way they showed that.
But we've
was
seen that
hard.
Before. Like,
okay, but I haven't.
That okay. All right.
I haven't. Okay, so tell me who did it. Tell me who did it.
It's the same bandit. He shows up like 4 or 5 times in the anime.
In this okay. Well, I don't know nothing about that.
Again,
it looked
you're
dope.
new to the anime, and that's fine. I'm giving you that pass, but like it's not the first time that you'll see that.
How he hopped out the back, dude, through the little things. Big homie jumped off the walls, came after a while. He was holding the truck. All of that was tight. It just went downhill as soon as I saw Better Might. Oh, no, I'm Better Might. Oh, matter of fact, I'll change my name to Dark Might. That sounds good. Dark Might. It's like, no, man.
Dark Might was trash.
That is a terrible name.
You know what this reminded me of? Like, as soon as he said Dark Might, it reminded me of Bat Might.
Hey, this dude said Dark Might.
Hey, and is it just me, or did they make Endeavor look like an assist character? Like, he's not like
he was just a support character. He was in the background.
Okay, one at a time. I need y'all to get that breath. Hold your breath while the other person's talking. Okay, go ahead.
Endeavor was probably the most experienced outside of All Might because he can't scrap, right? He was probably the most experienced and powerful dude out there. You know what I'm saying? And they used him as a support character just to get the class 1A students inside. But I guess Lemillion was inside of there too. So just a group of heroes inside when Endeavor should have been taking point on it.
Class 1A was already in the ship. It was the pro heroes that actually were the ones coming in.
Correct.
I got something I want to say, and I was hoping we didn't get into it today, but we don't get into it. Why you get the red? Just because of what I said last week?
Because I can do it, I won't.
Hey, this dude is crazy, man. I've never seen somebody so confrontational in my entire life. This dude, man. I think I met my match. Right here, I said it.
You probably did.
Hey, man. Hey.
But I got the blue in the back, though.
No, you okay? So,
no, I'm playing.
Hey, I cared more about Denji's little brother from Denji's homie, Genji.
Genji, who are they?
Denji from Chainsaw Man. His little brother, his big brother, was in this show. His name was Genji, and he had the 3 arms. It was the 3-arm monster, man.
Come on, man.
I can't stand you, XO.
Come on,
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I cared more about him than I did Black All Might, man. Dark Meat Might. Get him out of here, man.
Black All Might is crazy.
I didn't.
The worst part is, what's the worst part? Dark Might didn't even bring Black Air Force energy. If he at least brought Black Air Force energy, I would have respected it just a little bit more. But he didn't even. He was just like, I'm a mafia boss. I'm going to scrap. Like, no.
Yeah, and he was all suited and booted, and then my man, like, yeah, and then he had his crew, which one of the old dudes hit homeboy on the bike with something crazy. He was sitting chilling. He was just like, whoa, and a big something came crash.
It was a piece of concrete.
Man, that was tight.
The telekinesis dude just freaking sent that. It was like,
yeah, get the motor scooter man out of here. Why did they focus on him?
So they focused on him because of the connection to the girl,
Anna.
Which again, the girl and the dude could have just been completely ripped out of the story, and nothing would have happened. Like they could have never involved those two, and the story still would have stayed the same.
No, I did think it was fire when Motorcycle. I'm gonna call him John Connor. When John Connor and Deku was when he used Black Whip to get him over the fence. You know what I'm saying? And he used the time slowdown. And John Connor was crazy, right? And when he used the time slowdown.
Yes, that scene was dope.
When Deku, I'm not really familiar with that move that he did when his foot lit up red.
He did Black Whip and Float and Air Force and was it Gear 3? I think that was third gear, fourth gear. He
was moving so fast that even during a time slowdown, he was still moving fast. I thought that was fire. So,
if I'm correct in my assumption here, what the dude was shooting out of his pew pew was a 9mm, I do believe, or 45 ACP, one of the two. And either way, both of those rounds have roughly around maximum, I think, like 1,900 feet per second. That's like overpressured in terms of velocity. And so the slowdown probably brought everything down to, I want to say, like a 2.5x slowdown in terms of speed, right? Yeah. So Deku was moving so fast that even that was still moving faster than the slowdown could take.
Right.
And he was overclocked.
Well, they should have fast forward this movie and get into another movie because
I agree.
I thought 100%. Okay, so one thing I do love that they have a weird way to show heroism. Like they do it very well. Like, oh no, not these people. Like I love seeing how they do it. I haven't seen in anything. Not maybe Justice League, but it's a lot more like focus on that, and I do like that. Usually I wouldn't, but I like how they do it. They just kind of okay, something's popping here, and then the homie gonna jump in and help her, and then get this lady up out of here. Like there's a lot of saving what's around while people are coming through buildings, coming through cars, bashing through a skyscraper falling down. Like that stuff is dope.
I want to say this, that My Hero Academia is very unique in that aspect because yes, there's a lot of animes, comics, mangas that follow that sort of same style of heroism, but I think My Hero Academia truly encapsulates it in a way where it's consistent. Like for example, you said Justice League, they are very inconsistent in that aspect where they focus more on the big picture, seeing the forest through the trees type of deal.
Dragon Ball Z, like the people are there, but they're just like kind of like there fighting for the universe or the planet and stuff.
And it just turns into like, oh, those ants on the ground, those peons type deal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I feel like a lot of the isekai animes and the smaller mangakas and stuff like that, they actually capture that a bit more, especially when you're talking about somebody being a hero. But it's mostly in fantasy stuff, so this is actually more of a modern take on it, which is why that's what made me fall in love with this anime in the first place.
Yeah, XO, you probably would have really liked the Stain Killer arc.
Oh, 100%.
He really put that heroism to the test with UA. And he was actually killing heroes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was making them prove that they were really heroes, because his whole thing is y'all ain't heroes for real. Y'all are out for something. Y'all want to work for this corporation so y'all can get paid X amount of money or whatever. Y'all ain't heroes for real. All Might is a hero. That was his thing. So he went to kill them. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think you probably would have enjoyed that arc.
It makes me the X-Men 97, like make the X-Men move like this. Make the X-Men. I love how they. Man, I can't believe I'm about to say this because this is the one thing I hate. Like, I could care less about the people. I feel like people care too much. You said what?
Seamless teamwork?
Yeah. No. A lot of people focus on the people on the ground because I think they internalize it and be like, if that was me, I would want them to blah, blah, blah. But we in a comic or we in a anime, we in a manga. I don't care about none of that. But I'm finding myself care about that. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like I want to see the X-Men move like this. Shout out to Rocks because he gave me that. He was like, it's the X-Men, it's the anime X-Men. And I'm like, I want them to move with that kind of teamwork. That is, it was fantastic.
We got some in 97 when they was fighting those Sentinels.
A little bit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And
that's why I appreciate it. Go ahead.
That's the thing that kind of irks me. And again, I'm not trying to get too much into X-Men 97, but that's the thing that kind of irks me about the X-Men storyline in general is that they have a lot of the anti-mutant stuff going on. Meanwhile, like they didn't embrace mutantism in the X-Men universe, in general. But in My Hero Academia, they embraced quirks so much so that they were like, all right, cool, let's dedicate a formal institution to train people how to use them in an efficient way that's not going to hurt the general public.
Yeah. The majority of people have quirks in the My Hero universe. Whether it's a dumbass quirk, like some people can just bring the remote to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like it's a quirk, but it's nothing crazy. But the majority of people in that universe have a quirk, whereas in the Marvel universe, the X gene is rare. You know what I'm saying? So mutants are kind of like this.
Yeah, 100%.
I love that that aspect of it, but yeah, y'all dropped the ball. That's the word of the day for today. And when it comes to this, pointless Santo. Shout out to Santo because I was 100%. like, man,
we were not missing out on this movie.
That's okay. Now I need y'all to be honest with me real quick. Is the action as lit as it is on the show as it is on here? Like, do they have that much?
It's pretty consistent, I would say, throughout the show for the action. The animation 100% stepped up a level on the movie and the movies, really. But I mean, you see the same amount of action, the same style of action throughout the show. It's not really anything new. Kind of like Santo said earlier, it's not anything.
Overhaul was a better scrap than like that. Overhaul scrap was totally better than this.
And it showed Deku off way better. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like Deku in this one, I feel like he was kind of nerfed to showcase the other heroes.
So is that the only thing he could do? Is he had him whips?
No, so
he's got 5, I think.
7 total because he has because he's got All Might, he has the previous 6 other users of One for All. And so, and then on top of it, well, I'm getting ahead of myself here, and spoiler alert for everybody who hasn't caught up with this. There actually is.
Hold on. Don't want to. Okay, right now, there's the warning. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. There is actually a section where Bakugo and Deku actually share One for All to take down. I forgot what the villain was at the time. It was in one of the more recent movies.
Was it Muscular? Or it might have been Overhaul. Hold on.
I think it was Overhaul. Now I think about it.
It was Overhaul.
Yeah. So they took him down by sharing One for All, right? But Deku has his ability when he gained One for All was actually able to talk and use the previous predecessors' quirks, their unique quirks to their individuals. So, like Air Force, that was a quirk in itself. Float was a separate quirk. Black Whip, that's a separate quirk. Smoke Screen, that's a separate quirk, right? And again, another spoiler here. When he fights All for One, he actually uses all the quirks in order to defeat All for One. And so it turns into this whole thing where you see like Deku's actually able to manipulate, showcase, and assist himself by using all the abilities of One for All.
I think that this was so if I like some action, I gotta give it a point. I give it a 2. I'm only giving it 2 points for that, for the animation and the action. This was bleh. I'll give it a 2. What y'all got?
Like regular Kool-Aid. You know how Kool-Aid, like, it don't really get good.
It's a bit too thin.
It really like
a bit too watery.
Like, you can drink it, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like
the watered down Gatorade.
It's like regular Kool-Aid.
Yeah. What number is that? If you had to put it on a scale,
that's like
fires.
4.
I was about to say like a 4. But okay. I'll take down a 3 because of Dark Might, but like it's really like a 4.
Off-brand Kobe.
Damn. Not off-brand Kobe.
Hey, that's crazy. I ain't seen Kobe getting like busy like that.
Hey, Kobe a piece.
Hold on. I seen him do more. You know, maybe it was because he's the star of this. Maybe that's why
it's
I can't.
Plot armor. That's 100% plot armor.
Deku is literally the star as should he be though?
Yeah, he's the star. There was a point in time where Deku, it was like the
he was definitely
I forget which arc, but where he escaped from Class 1A, right?
Yeah,
and everybody's like, Deku went crazy, right? He escaped all of these heroes, but I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, gang, they're all in Class 1A. Granted, Deku was special, but if they wanted to hurt him while catching him, they could have if they were bloodlusted. But that's not the deal. Yeah,
they were trying to hold back and try to capture him, which didn't work out in their favor.
Exactly. So like Deku was cool. Like it was actually like OP, but he's not All Might, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And it definitely it was during the hero killer arc. It was right in during that time where he just found out that he has extensions to One for All. It was extensions. It's extensions to One for All. So as soon as they found that out, that's when they were like trying to like isolate him because they didn't want All for One like trying to target him, whatever. Yeah. And that's when he was just like, "Nah, I'm out. Nobody sacrificed themselves for me. Deuces."
Yeah, it's one of those stupid anime.
It's a shonen.
Yeah, like I'm in order to keep everybody safe, I'm gonna go off on my own, like a Sasuke. Like it's everybody has a Sasuke moment in every anime.
Okay, let's be fair though. Deku has not crashed out like Sasuke has.
Yeah, true.
Sasuke went full crash out.
He acts like he's the leader.
No, so Sasuke? The thing is, Deku does not act.
Hey,
like
he was giving kind of orders. Like he looked like the leader to me.
So that's the difference between him and Bakugo is that Bakugo always tries to be a leader. Meanwhile, everybody respects Deku as a leader because he just lets everybody use their strengths wherever they see fit. He's not telling people what to do, right? And that's something that Bakugo had to learn and earn the respect on for everybody on the team.
Hey, but Bakugo's 2-0 on Deku, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
I
100%.
don't ever remember Deku beating Bakugo.
I think even towards the end, like Bakugo, I definitely to me like was one-upping Deku on everything.
Yeah, and he's smarter than people give him credit for too. He has one of those abrasive, loud personalities, but
He's a brainiac.
He's even when they were fighting the teleporter, right? And I think it matched his personality well because he was like, okay, he's teleporting. He can only teleport to places he's seen. So if we blow everything up, he's not going to have anywhere to land. I did think that was fire. So when he was just floating in the air, he floated behind him. I did think that was fire. But it just goes to show you that he's not stupid. He's not Inosuke. You know what I'm saying? Inosuke is not going to do any of that. He's way smarter than that.
That's why we compare him to Sasuke, because Sasuke is the similar tactician like that.
Right.
Hey, I want to
say Kobe damn fleets. They could work at Taco Bell. Hey,
at a McDonald's.
Hey, I need you to find the applause because I can't find it. Hey, I need you to hit that for me real quick, man.
You want the applause, man?
Yeah, I want the applause, man. Hold on. Hey, that boy redeemed himself, man. Go ahead. Yeah. Hey, that boy redeemed himself. Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. Brothers.
Ooh. Y'all have to check this out, man. If you haven't checked it out already, you are missing out on so much. Like if you're not even into anime, this would be a perfect starter if you want to get into fantasy animes, because it's not spoon feeding you, but it's not also throwing everything in your face. It's slow enough to where you can catch up and keep up with it. And even if you need to, they even kind of go back and like reiterates information so you are able to retain it.
Hey, Cassie just turned into Deku. Look at that.
Oh Lord,
is that Deku?
Yeah, that is Deku.
Yeah, that's Deku.
No, that's Deku. Yeah.
That's early Deku too. That's when he was still in school.
Hey, he used one of these on you real quick.
Hey, I'm not hard to please, my brother. You just gotta give me some buttery cornbread, breadcrumbs, buttery cornbread, breadcrumbs. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Get me to that was racist as hell, so I don't even know why I said that. But just get me there. But you leave a little scrap in there, and it was the perfect section. Hey, I want to hit you with applause again. Please hit the applause again, because I want to say something that says. Hey, I think that you took it in like, okay, I'm not gonna do that to him, and I'm gonna hook him up with something. Hey, thank you, my brother. Fire. I'm not even into the dragons and elves and stuff. I'm not even into that. Lit. So real quick, when I talked to Cinco, he told me that he seen it, he finished it. And before we got on here, you mentioned it again. I want to know, what's the main thing that you like about this anime? What makes you like this anime the way that you do? If you had to give me one thing.
One thing. Yeah,
go ahead.
Oh, it'd be the way the magic is portrayed in this one. The magic is not in a way where it's like, it doesn't seem easy, right?
Right.
A lot of fantasy animes, they take magic and they use it as just some willy-nilly tool, like we use spoons. Like so for it to be in a way where it actually takes work, time, and location to acquire different sort of spells and magical abilities, I feel like this really encapsulates that in a way where it's not only comforting, but it's also realistic.
Let me tell you something, man. I hate elves, and I hate it.
I believe it.
And I was like, okay, the way her mom was explaining to her. Okay, so real quick backstory: Santo and I, we covered this on the regular show, episode 1 through 5, and I hated it. It was the most talkity, and I guess we got past the talkity. because it's Lidity. It's Lidity now.
Yeah.
So I'm back. And I know there's a lot of anime that you have to do that with. I think sometimes my patience runs thin. Like I can't get through that. But a lot that I've got through, I got over that hump. It's the best thing ever. Yeah. And I think, and I hopefully, this is it for me because I'm watching. I'm in it now. I'm gonna go back. So we read episodes 6 to 10.
6 to 10, yeah.
I started watching into 11 and 12. I couldn't stop. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I wanna climb the tree and see what's popping over here with this. Santo, right. What do you like mostly about the anime? If it's different from Cinco?
I like it's somewhat on the same wavelength, but I like how she's able to do certain things and acquire certain spells mainly because she's an elf and she lives longer than everybody else. So she's able to acquire these within a lifetime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which explains why she's so tough. So, you know, I do like that. It's a lot to unpack in this anime. It's really a love story, if you ask me. But I seen that it ran anime of the year, and on top of a few like random fight scenes that I seen on YouTube or here and there, it made me want to go back and revisit it. So, you know, it's a lot to unpack in this anime, and I think it got a lot of story to tell. I'm a sucker for story.
So, real quick, the scene in the jail cell. I caught that. This is gonna be a crazy story, but I caught that in the middle of them slobbery suck up slobs. You know, when you wake up. I did that in the middle of the night, and I seen this scene, but I went back to sleep because I fell asleep watching this because I thought it was trash, and then so it started to go into the later episodes, and I seen that, and I was like, oh, okay, I remember seeing this, and it looked crazy. That scene is, you think something's gonna happen, and then it just kicks you in the ass. Like, no, it's not gonna happen like that. Dead. Yeah. Like you don't see, like, yeah, they slayed the dragons and stuff, but you really don't really see just how busy they got on the Demon King when like that situation happened. Everything's kind of pretty and nice until it's just splatter on the floor.
Right.
That was off the chain, man. Off the chain. I was like, oh yeah. And she cut his hands off. I was like, yeah, this is like beautiful death.
Yeah, but Frieren can do that because they're not giving you.
It's gorgeous though. It's gorgeously happening. Ain't that kind of crazy, bro?
And it's like the same thing that I be saying about Railgun. Railgun's able to give you beautiful fight scenes because they're not oversaturating you with meaningless fights every episode. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when something happens, they're like, I'm finna put some money into this because the last 3 episodes ain't had no scrapping. It's all been story.
Nah, I need some scrapping.
Also,
you don't need more scrapping. So you would take story over scrapping though?
It depends on if the story's good, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can watch an anime with a scrap every 4 to 5 episodes if the story's keeping me there. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, but
if not, then I need to see scrapping.
If you could give me both on the way, man, let's roll, man.
Can I put my 2 cents on this one?
Go ahead.
So with Frieren, the first like 5 episodes, right? I don't know, but I was watching this because I was really into it. Lately I've been watching fantasy animes and kind of learning how like they actually run the dialogue and storylines. So when I started this one, I was like, all right, cool. Let me actually sit through the dialogue and like pay attention, right? Because there may be something I might miss. In the first 5 episodes, they actually time skip a lot. Because that is exactly how Frieren experiences time. That is exactly what she goes through. She walks someplace, she's doing her thing. Next thing she knows, it's been 20 years. It's been 10 years, it's been 15 years, 30 years, right? For her, it's just been, you know, she's walking around just doing her thing. Yeah, but for everybody else, you know, they live their whole lives. Well, no, she's not immortal because
it's like an immortal. It's like the
similar. So what we do, another thing to put into perspective, right? Frieren is a young elf, even in like in terms of just elfish sort of lineage. She is young. She was only like maybe like the equivalence of a 12, 13-year-old kid when she first fought and got found by Flama, right, and trained up by her, and already then she was a powerful mage. And then you go ahead and skip forward a little bit. I don't know if you guys are there yet. Have you guys seen the other elves in the story at all?
No, I'm only on episode 10.
All right, cool. I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all, but she is not even at her post-adolescent age in terms of elves. That makes sense. And she's already over 1,000 years old. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I feel like because of that sort of like basis in the lore of like time is moving so quickly around Frieren that she doesn't bother to keep up. She just lives her life. That it got me glued. I'm like, oh my gosh, like how does she form relationships? How does she actually like find parties and stuff like that? And then what I like about this one is that they don't recap about how she was with a party that defeated the Demon King. Yeah. They just go off of they defeated the Demon King. Yay! Life of peace. Not really, but sort of. You know what I mean? And that it turns into this whole journey. And that's why it's called Beyond Journey's End, right? Because the journey, right, was the original party that she was with, and this is after the ending of that. So
that makes sense.
I was thinking I wanted to see how they got the Demon King out of here, but
it honestly would have turned into any other isekai that you would have looked up.
No. I'm saying I want to see it because I'm seeing all of this dope stuff. And I'm thinking I wonder what that would look like animated. Like if you
show me, give you a flashback in one of these seasons. Because I think it's got longevity.
It definitely does. There's so much lore and so much like deeper ended stuff into it that we know for sure. Like it's already been confirmed. Like another season is going to be coming out. Like it's not just the 2 seasons that it is. They haven't said when, but they said that they are working on it.
So go ahead.
This sorry, to kind of finish off my thought here. I think the story of her relationship with Fern is actually really like what helps the story kind of stick a little bit, because you get to kind of see things through the different lenses and perspectives of each of the characters that you run across that are consistently following in the story.
Yeah, bring me there. I like how it does that to me. Like there was some downtime on it, and I was like, yeah, I don't mind what's happening. I don't mind what they talking about. Yeah, they do that well.
It's not talk no jutsu. It's definitely like some beef in it.
Yeah. I'm not hearing exposition. That's I'm hearing it, but I don't care about it. Like it's gonna make me. It doesn't make me be like, man, I'm out of here.
Right.
Yeah, let's do it. I think that you can get me with some scraps, and Santos did it very well. I asked him. I came at him humbly. I was like, "Hey, please put me in a place where it's gonna be tolerable, man." And
it was humble. It was humble.
I'm glad you went the humble route, Santo, because there's a lot of ways you could have went, and I'm glad you chose this one.
Yeah. I like it. I'm like I'm in there. It did like
One Piece, baby.
I gotta. Hey, my Full Metal Alchemist. That's my favorite of all time.
I can't even answer that one because every time I find something new, I'm like, yo, this is dope. And then either it's super short or like I'm waiting for another season. So I'll let you know when the time comes.
So I'm gonna put my 3 in order real quick. Because these lists get updated around here a lot, so I want us to throw it around like every 6 months to see what's
okay. Well, I'll talk mine out too.
So my first one, Full Metal Alchemist, still of all time. Hey, Blades of the Guardians, off of one season, became one of my favorite things I ever laid eyes on. Man, that was an incredible anime. And then three, I would have to throw some Demon Slayer in there. So that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at.
Santo, what about you?
I like One Piece, Golden Boy, and Psyche Cat.
Okay. For me, it's the top of the list right now is probably going to be Sakamoto Days. Solo Leveling is definitely number 2. And number 3, I'm probably going to put Frieren up there now because I'm not gonna lie, like all three of those animes have me pretty captivated right now. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey.
Now
If it keeps going like this, man. Hey, I'm on the next Nimbus cloud out, man. I'm on it.
I want them to keep like I don't even care how long it takes them. I want them to spend time on the story right now. I want them to focus. I told my wife the other day, I was like, I don't care how much money it would take. I would just hire the animation studio to solely work on the next season and only do that. That is all I want them to do.
Is this Madhouse? Who does this?
Yeah, somebody looked that up.
I think it's Toho.
Toho Animation right here on the corner.
Okay.
Hey, I want to say y'all got a person, Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. Y'all got a person that hates elves. I'm in there. I hate elf, dragon, that time.
You don't like
period.
fantasy?
No, not at all. Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, nah.
You don't want to play Dungeons and Dragons with me and Bobby?
No. So y'all got me. Y'all got me on this. Don't lose me, please.
I want to say something real quick. Santo, you are a demon for ever suggesting playing Dungeons and Dragons with EXO. Because how dare you even try? No, hold on, EXO. I'm gonna explain myself in a second. Because I don't know if y'all know, D&D, Magic the Gathering, any of the tabletop games that like are declared nerdy or whatever, that are very fantasy based. For example, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon. Dungeons and Dragons is one of those games where the more you get into it, the more it sucks you in, and you won't have a life outside of the damn game because that's all you think about. That's all you think about is, what maps am I going to create? What characters am I going to choose? Ooh, what character would actually this be? How would this pan out? Oh my gosh, all these dice. Like, it turns into a whole
it's like that over there?
Hey,
yes.
gang, I was in college, the student union, so when you used to go to the student union.
The fact he's not denying it.
Hey, hey, I used to be over there with the musty ones. Hey, and used to be going. Hey,
over there sweating. Hey, sweat is dripping all over the
literally.
And I'm the only one over there in Jordans. Hey, it's going
because you are literally in Dungeons and Dragons. You're literally role playing your character. You are your character. So that's why a lot of people, with the ones that have been playing it for a while, make what they call joke characters, or they take like DC comic characters and see how that would pan out into into D&D. Like, for example, there's this one about Venom being in D&D where the symbiote, like how that work. Well, you do a mimic class knight or mimic class brawler or like a barbarian, where the mimic is actually a whole body, a horde of mimics that can change themselves into weapons and stuff like that, or different abilities, whatever the case may have, you depending on stats. And it's a whole thing. Anyways,
hey, my brain is like, that's so you know.
That's exactly what D&D will do to you.
I can smell the sarcasm in that.
Hey, I think I run from those tables. I think
Yeah, don't ever listen to Santo when he says, "Hey, man, you don't want to do this with me?" No. That
sounds like brain overload. Hey, man, I could barely hang on what's the Marvel game? Marvel Rivals, man. I could barely hang on that. It's like a lot going on, man. It's a whole lot going on.
If you can't get into Overwatch, do not play Marvel Rivals. Bottom line.
But Overwatch is a lot faster than Rivals. So I've seen a lot of people who don't like Overwatch can play Rivals because it's slower and it's easier.
It's Plants vs. Zombies.
In the hitbox.
It's literally Plants vs. Zombies all over again.
Yeah.
Is it Plants vs. Zombies, man?
It's like baby Overwatch. It's better than Overwatch in my opinion.
No, do you remember the Plants vs. Zombies game? That was the battle royale similar to Overwatch.
I remember that.
That's exactly what what Marvel's Rivals is. It's literally a ripoff of that with Overwatch tendencies. So that's literally it.
So Santo hit me with a he put a document under my desk.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Sometimes Santo will just roll past and then something will come from under my
it was door. That shadowy figure. You went down there in your man cave. You know how you got that window. You seen that shadowy figure.
He sometimes, like, we don't really like to talk to each other. So he'll slide me a little note. He'll slide me a little nerd note that asks me a question. Hey, Santa, can you tell me what you wrote on that note that you slid me, man?
I wanted to know what you thought the wackest anime villains. Who was your wackest anime villains?
Yeah, see, that's how we got to communicate because we don't. It'll turn into an argument if we just talking, but he'll just slide something under my door and then we get to. Okay, so I want to bring mine up. My number one. Hey, let me go first because I feel like mine ain't a stretch at all.
Controversial ones. I got hot picks, man.
Mine's ain't a stretch at all because I'm just going to tell you they both Dragon Ball universe based. And you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I need to go first.
I got a little bit of everything, so
that's
good. You good?
That's I want to bring the very first one from a very, very good story. It's just that this dude is the most character ever, man. I'm gonna give a shout out to Emperor Pilaf, who got the Dragon Balls a couple times and messed it all up. Like how you gotta be the worst villain. You're the most terrible villain in my eyes to actually obtain what this is all about. All of this is about those things that you had in your hands multiple times and you messed it up. Trash. And let's not even go. Yeah, let's not even go to because now that crap is canon now. Shout out to Santo for bringing that to my attention. I don't like that you did that. You're trash. GT is now canon.
Yeah.
Canon.
Yeah.
That is number one, hands down. Nobody. Okay, I don't mean to turn it into a fight all the time because sometimes it turns into a fight. But none of y'all got the person that this show is all about. The one thing that matters. This one guy collected it twice and bumped it all up. Yeah. That's the worst. That's the worst. So
who your next one?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Yeah. It's your boy. Hold on.
It better not be Garlic Jr.
No. No, it's your boy.
Garlic Jr.
It's your boy. Hold on. Let me pull your boy up real quick. Because I heard him talking good things about this man, and I don't.
Oh, who?
Yeah, Black Goku.
He's on my list too. All right,
trash.
I want to team up on this one.
Trash.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trash.
Why in the world is that?
Okay, hold on.
Concept?
We gotta wait. We gotta be fair. I'm gonna go to Do Rag of Heart up here up top. Why do you like Goku Black, sir?
I like Black Goku and the whole Super Saiyan Rose Goku fused with a god. I thought it would have been more fire if instead of Goku, it was Goten. I've always said that if Goku Black was Goten, it would have been he. But Super Saiyan Rose was crazy, and his movesets and abilities was crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the ending was trash. How he fused with the universe, and they had to call Zeno to press the button, and Trunks used the spirit sword. All of that was booty cheeks. But Goku Black as the character, he was lit.
Okay.
Go ahead, because I think I say all of that's not true.
I will give you 2 cents, so like a 0.2% on the fact that Goku Black actually does have some pretty good animations and details and stuff. But other than that, bro, like the character's trash. There's nothing else to the character that we don't know, for one. And two, why else? Okay, explain to me this, right? Goku is fighting him. He finds out, oh, wait, you killed my family and took my body? Nah, and starts whooping him so bad that he ran into the universe as an escape plan because he's like, haha, can't touch me over here.
You ran into the universe.
Like, Goku was like, all right, bet. I can't throw hands with you, but I know someone who can. Hey, Zeno.
No, it's the most pointless. It ruined
the most redundant storyline ever.
To me, it ruined the significance of the Cell saga.
Can we say this real quick?
Hold up. I think it ruined the Cell saga for me, which was my highlight of Dragon Ball. I was at the peak of Dragon Ball Z. Was the Cell saga and the androids and everything. And I think that this
One Piece. I knew somebody was going to say Ramen Kempo.
It folds it in half for me. It folds it in half. Yeah, it's a shoehorn way to add another Goku in there. I agree with you. Santo. That have you said that before? Because that'll be dope for Goten to be Goku.
Yeah,
Black.
I think I brought that up because I thought it would have been tight if he was Goten.
Because I feel like that's the first time I heard that, and that would be dope as hell. That would have been dope. That would be dope as hell. Yeah, so
especially in a futuristic sense, like that would have been definitely dope.
It was a shoehorn, and if you was gonna shoehorn, be creative with it, man. No, don't just bring Goku, man. No, get him out of here, man. Trash. Hated it.
I also want to just tie in the base form of Zamasu in general with Goku Black because they're literally the same person. So, like, we're just gonna throw Zamasu in this mix because how the heck do you get to be chosen to be a successor of a Supreme Kai? And then decide, you know what? I'm gonna murk this fool. I can do it.
Goku would do that though. Goku definitely would do that.
Who Goku? No,
if that universe Goku made it to a high superiority place,
but that's the whole point. Goku is too dumb to retain that sort of disciplinary sort of skill.
Hold on. I think that part right there, I didn't mind that because I think their hunger for to be the best could conquer them in a bad way. I did like that part of it. It's just like kind of like I hate to bring this up on Shonen Shop, but it's kind of like Battle Beast. Like they have that thirst to conquer, to want to know who's the best. And that could lead you down a path of evil.
But that's not what happened here. That's not what happened here.
No. I understand that, but I'm saying like that's why him being
he's still
you don't like the fact hold on real quick. You don't like the fact that he's not a good guy? Is that what we're getting at?
No, it's not that the good guy, bad guy has nothing to do with this. It's who's behind it.
No, you said so him just jumping out and like, you know what, I think I can beat him.
No, it's not even it's
I think you're talking about Zamasu and
I'm talking about Zamasu. I'm not even talking about
okay, my bad.
Zamasu, and I think that
my bad.
His name was like Gawasu. It was something similar.
Yeah, and I'm talking about Zamasu because Zamasu is the reason why this whole arc even started in the first place. And
got you.
And that's why I was like, he's a whack villain because how do you not only get caught, but then they go back in time to catch you in the act before you even get a chance to do anything to stop you. You see what I'm saying? Like it just
it's time.
He went back with Beerus. He went back with Beerus, and Beerus had Kai'd him. He could hit him. Yeah.
Like, hey man, I'm done. I don't want to see no more Kais, man. I don't like the way the Kais look, man. Y'all never was a dope design to me. Get up out of here, man. All the Kais has never been. I don't like seeing no Kais. All the Kais is trash, man.
I saw a comment real quick. I got to defend King Yoon on Villain Saga. That was actually a decent villain. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait, hold on. What?
King.
Okay, I don't know nothing about no villain.
Here, let me put mine up here.
Yeah, you got yours.
I got a whole list, so I'll let y'all go off.
Yeah, go ahead. Bring yours up.
Boom. Man. First and foremost.
Nah.
This dude. I hate this man with a passion. When I say passion, I mean I'll be damn near ready to fight this fight.
Who is this we looking at?
This is Itachi Uchiha. Okay. One of the worst written characters in the Naruto series, gang. And
hey, why is he
people praise him like Jesus. Like in his fans and his cult fan base following is they so brain dead. There's so many other options other than what he was just given. If he really wanted to save his clan or die with his clan, not just save your brother. And now there's still only 2 Uchihas. You only got Sasuke and Sarada. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it didn't work out how they intended to. But he's a Sambo. Itachi's a Sambo, and I don't rock with it. I don't
Okay,
rock with it.
can I defend Itachi real quick?
Go
'Cause
ahead. That's why I put you right there. I seen your
You
face.
say Japanese Jesus.
I put you right here because I knew you.
Hey, I summoned Bobby.
So here's where I kind of disagree with you, Santo, on Itachi like having other options, because his clan was developed over generations. It started with Madara, and it literally created an entire lineage, right, over generations. It's not going to happen overnight. Quite frankly, between Boruto and Naruto, there hasn't even been. Boruto is literally the first generation after the Fourth Great Ninja War, right? So we have Itachi, who literally heard and knew everything that his entire clan was thinking about doing for the coup, which was pretty much eradicating and creating a dictatorship going on. He was like, no.
For a reason.
Granted, yes, but at the same time, he was like, I'd rather not everybody fight and kill each other. Y'all are my village. So,
Cinco, real quick, man, because this is why did he lie? Did he lie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Because the thing is, right, like the Itachi fan base, for some extent, I will give you this, they are a little bit brain dead in terms of understanding his true capabilities. But Itachi had his hands tied between the way his clan leader was thinking, which was his father, and the people that he was banding up against to overthrow the government. And then at the same time, he also was pinched between Danzo and oh my gosh, I'm forgetting.
Hiruzen.
No, it was. I mean, yes, but what was he
elders.
part of? It was the group that he was part of. The Anbu Black Ops, right? So between the Anbu Black Ops responsibility to the village, and the fact that his father was pressuring him to do all this stuff, and then Danzo and Sarutobi, which Sarutobi is another one that we need to talk about. But anyways, he had his hands tied, so he really had two options: fake the killing of his brother and kill the rest of the clan because his brother was innocent.
What's going on?
Or, huh?
I'm trying to figure out what's happening with the clan.
What?
Go ahead.
What?
Hey,
what did you just say?
Yeah, he mumbled the half into that, man. I was like, what hey, I'm seeing that somebody saying that he's lying, and you saying like, so Santo, what you in here lying for, man?
Hey,
Itachi wasn't a hero or a villain. He was just a byproduct of a terrible idealism that
he was a
villain
villain in the first half of Naruto. He was portrayed. And then he had a redemption. So
it wasn't a redemption because nobody knew what happened.
Stop lying, Santo, man. What's going on, man?
No, it wasn't a redemption because it was a redemption.
It was a redemption because Sasuke found out the reason why his brother turned against the clan anyway. And then instead of hating his brother, he started to hold him as a hero in high regard.
And this is why.
Hold on. Wait. Go ahead.
It's a total 360 from how Sasuke felt in the beginning. So it went from I hate my brother because he did this to my clan and so on and so forth. They murdered everybody. He's a villain. To okay, I understand why he did this because he was put in a position to where he had no choice. And I love my brother, and I'm gonna fight with him. That was redemption. They gave him a redemption arc.
It's not redemption. It's revelation. First of all. Second of all, if we're gonna go that route, Sasuke.
Hold on, Duray. I gotta let him talk.
Hold on.
Gotta let him talk. Gotta let him talk, brother.
Sasuke is a certified crash out. Bottom line, he crashed out harder than anybody else in the village. The village was only scared of Itachi because he went with the Akatsuki's. That is the only reason why they were really scared of him. But he only joined the Akatsuki's to hold off. No, it's true.
That's not really scared. They were scared of him because he was in the bingo book, and he also killed this entire village with the help of other people. Not because he was in the Akatsuki. The Akatsuki had a specific goal. They were looking for Jinchuriki.
I think you got caught lying, nigga. That's what I think.
But that's the whole point, is that he was stalling the search for the Jinchuriki for Naruto to grow up and defend and help Sasuke. That was his whole point. He even told Naruto as a kid, "You're the only friend Sasuke has left. You're the only family he has left. Defend him with your life. I want you to protect my brother." And he left him because he had full capabilities of taking Naruto back over to Orochimaru and letting them do their thing. But
taking Sasuke back to Orochimaru or
Naruto. he already beat up Sasuke, and Naruto came up. And he's like, "Oh, the Jinchuriki's here."
Hey,
And
Senko, is this true? What
Obito
Narvis
and
is saying?
Madara, we were also 100%, but in the sense
I
where
agree with that.
they're more of background stuff. Where Madara really is the villain in this whole situation, if you really want to go about it. And even higher than that,
Zetsu is really the villain.
yeah, Zetsu and Kaguya. If you want to really go about it, because
I'm trying to put it up. Hey, let me handle
hey,
this.
Chill out, man.
No, let me you it up.
Itachi is not a villain. He is a tool and a cog in a machine that was bigger than anybody in the Naruto verse. So we cannot say Itachi was a villain, first of all, nor was he a whack villain because he was never a villain in the first place. He never tried to kill anybody unless he had to. All the times that he faced off against Kakashi, Sasuke, Naruto, he could have killed them, but he didn't.
He murdered innocent people
because he had
that's
to.
That's not the definition of a villain.
Hold on, one at a time.
If that's not the definition of a villain, I don't know what is. He put his little brother in a Tsukiyomi and watched his parents get murdered over 1,000 times over and over again to break him mentally. He put Kakashi in the same thing. It's so much that he did that was unnecessary. Itachi was introduced to us in the Naruto story as a villain, and as that time unfolded, we started to see the reasons why he did what he did. But that doesn't take away the fact that when we were first introduced to him, he was a villain. Everybody in the Akatsuki were villains. So if he was in the Akatsuki, how couldn't he be a villain? It makes no sense. That's just another example of Itachi fans trying to take him out of something that he's not. The nigga is a
You're the one that's taking him out.
I don't care how niggas feel about him or whatever you say his motivations were. Right, his motivations.
Santo.
But he was.
He already lost, man. Go ahead and go in.
That's a dub.
Nah,
that's a L. That's a fat L.
There's three people disagree, man. Majority rules in the rebellion, man.
You want to ride that, but let's not forget that
majority
he
rules,
had
man.
But let's not forget that he had Shitsui's high. So the nigga had access to the Kodomatsu Kami that he could have used on Hiruzen to change the whole tide of the coup in the first place. Niggas really don't be.
But you don't understand the aftermath.
They don't be thinking this Naruto shit through. They said at 8 years old, Itachi was thinking like a Hokage. So you mean to tell me at 8 years old, this nigga's thinking like a Hokage, he's in the Anbu, and he's under Sarutobi, and he has his best friends, Mangekyo, later on in the story, and he can't change the tide and prevent his people from getting killed?
You lost, man.
With them?
You lost, bro.
Hey, hold on. I can explain why all that stuff happened, because there's 15 characters. I'm sorry, about 7 characters.
Because he knew that he was going to use that eye to change Sasuke.
Yes, and 8 to 9 different characters in that storyline during that same time frame were all doing stuff. Itachi was playing 4D chess while everybody else was playing checkers.
Real shit. This man is a cool.
No, hold on.
He went against his people.
Santo, listen to me, man. Listen.
He went against his people.
Hold on.
And then they tried to say he was a spy and he didn't report.
Santo, you always do this whenever we get into this.
Go into yours, man. What's yours, man? He lost. That's an L.
No, that's
a big fat L on the screen.
Wait, hold on. Do we have
this man is a raccoon.
Do you have anybody else?
So let me ask you a question. No, so I want to bring this to Exo.
Yeah, that'll be perfect, person, because I don't know what's going on. Go ahead.
I know that you'll probably feel the same way that I feel about this.
Go ahead.
So if your family and your people were being persecuted against, right, and you were part of a bigger machine, and they said, yo, Exo, I want to use you to kill your family, to get the rest of your family up out of here. And then I'm going to make sure that your little brother is cool, but you got to kill the rest of your family members. And then I will exile you from the village.
Say off.
All right. And then we'll exile you from the village and play you as a spy. And you can give us different intel on stuff, which he never even gave him no intel. Is that something that you would have been like, okay, for the betterment of whatever's going on, I'll off my entire family? Or are you gonna fight with your family?
You know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna scrap.
I don't understand what.
But
he had so many resources. You know what I'm saying?
Context.
And his dad, Wicked Eye Fugaku, the only reason that they were in that position in the first place because his people were being persecuted against when they had the know-how to be the Hokage. They had the know-how, the skills, the resources, and the tools to be the actual Hokage, or let's call it the president of that land. And the only reason that they weren't chose is because they were a Uchiha. Like, so they had reasons to revolt, gang. It wasn't like they were doing it because they were mad. They had actual reasons.
Hold on. Let me get the context that I'm missing. Go ahead, Cinco.
The missing context is with everything that he said about the choice that you have, right? Keep in mind, your father was praising you, yes, but you never felt love from him. You only felt love from your brother.
That's how Itachi fans get.
No, hold on, because this is important to the whole context as to why Itachi did what he did. So you only felt love from your brother. You find out that your whole family is not able to change their mind and causing this whole civil war in your local village. And you're the only one that is on both sides of this equation and knows it, and is trying to just keep your little brother safe. That's all you're at.
You're no. Hey, your pick. Give me one of your picks, Cinco. He already L'd that. Go ahead.
All right.
No, I know that was a dub.
Majority rules, man.
So
he just did his list.
Majority rules, bro.
So
I won that. Hold on, let me get the rest of my list off. You can't just skip me.
Okay. I asked if you had any other villains.
He mad. Hey, he mad. Keep crashing him. He mad. Go ahead.
No,
it's all right.
Go ahead. If he lying, let him know he lying. Cinco, don't let him.
I've dealt with this from Itachi fans so much that this doesn't even bother me.
That just shows how wrong you've been all this time.
I know when it comes to Itachi that y'all gonna swallow his meat.
It's like the same thing about Luffy being a shit character.
It's no way on God's green earth. It's no way on God's green earth.
Move to the next villain.
Somebody of their people. Hey,
move to the next villain.
We talk about Coons on here all the time, right? There's no way that this man should have went against his people for anybody else when he can die with them. And I stand on that. That's a dub.
Yeah. Everybody see what really happened. Go ahead.
That's a dub. What do you mean?
Hey, next villain, man. What
you got? The editor sees this and knows exactly how to put it.
Because we can keep talking about it.
Okay, yeah, dub. Hey, Santo got the dub. Yeah.
Let me know something.
Yeah.
It's a Itachi glaze. I know what it is. It's a Itachi glaze. Niggas think Itachi is Jesus and he is a coon.
I didn't say that. I wasn't going that far.
That is the craziest stuff ever. But look,
I was like that sliding with that cat, man. That shit was perfect. Go ahead, man.
Hey,
go ahead.
Next one.
Hey, can we get the next one, man?
I'm putting it up. Hold on.
You could have been doing that while you were talking smack. I'm just saying.
Died.
Hey, no, I just dubbed out. So actually, hold up. Watch this. This.
Here goes this, man.
Come on, man. My bad. My bad.
Nope,
my bad. Hey, no. Hey, sayonara, y'all. Because now
we're not talking about this.
Let's talk about it.
No, we're not talking about this. Move on to the next one. What you had up there? What you had up there?
Okay, you didn't lose. You didn't lose. Hey, Santo, you won, man. Come on.
No,
let's go to the next one.
Now niggas swallowing me. So
you gotta let this go,
not a villain?
You're gonna have to take over, gang. You're gonna have to take over.
Hey, hold on.
Nothing. It's over. Hey, it already blew up. And
yeah, this looks like it's. Hey, get yours off Cinco while he talking, man, because he's not gonna.
No,
he's not gonna let it go.
First one I want to go off is we're gonna talk about Kenjaku from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, hey, put that one up. Yeah, that's it.
Kenjaku from Jujutsu Kaisen.
So how is he not a villain? How is he not?
I thought he already explained that, man. Let's move on.
No, he
man.
didn't. He did. He said.
It's all right. You can watch the tape back. You can watch the tape back.
He said, right. I know.
Hey, Cinco, if you dubbed out, you dubbed out. That's it. Just let me know.
I'm good. I'm chilling. I want to go on to the list.
He L'd out.
Okay.
Whatever, bro. Santo, what you got, bro? Come on.
Hey, go ahead, Cinco. Just put yours. You got a picture?
No, hold on. I'll pull it up real quick.
Yeah, pull a picture
up,
man.
Nobody pulling up nothing. It's over. Watch this.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, I'm gonna slide it in and I'll put it up. We'll go back and forth.
In EXO, you were a really big part of why it's over.
Hey, nah. Hey, no, hold on. I was just telling Cinco put his up. He's gonna go get a picture, and we're just gonna put it on the screen.
Nothing.
Hey, y'all seeing a crash out because he lied and he died, and he didn't like that to happen in front of me. So now he's mad.
Nobody
So
disputed nothing that I said.
Cinco,
you haven't even watched it, so you don't know.
Hey, I seen you die. I know I watched you die. I watched you die. He didn't want that to happen on here.
Even know what happened.
So he didn't want that to happen on here, so he mad. So
I ain't mad because I know Itachi's a villain. You can ask your AI.
Does majority rules in the rebellion? In the rebellion, does majority rules? Yes or no?
Hey, you done disputed that so many times. If you say
yes or no? Yes or no?
If you say
exactly.
You ain't disputed that, you lying.
Exactly.
You lying.
So now we're
dealing with two lions.
Big L.
We're dealing with two lions.
Cinco, you got that picture, man? We're gonna have to play hopscotch, man, because he mad.
Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to get the picture pulled up. All right. Boom.
Hey, Cinco, I'm gonna let you know you might as well not even put that up.
All right. Sorry.
I'm gonna let you know right now.
Hey, just say it, man. Say it. Well, who is it?
It's Kenjaku.
How is Itachi not
from Jujutsu Kaisen?
He already told you that, man.
No, he didn't. I didn't hear it.
You weren't paying attention. That's not my fault.
I didn't hear it.
You can watch the tape back. You can watch the tape back.
Or you can say it.
No, we're gonna watch the tape back later. It's fine.
I need to know.
Don't. Go ahead, man.
Kenjaku.
One
of the whack villains that I have on my list.
Yeah, got you.
One of the whack villains on my list is Kenjaku from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Is not a villain when he literally killed his entire village, put somebody up on the cross, worked for the Akatsuki.
Hey, Cinco, it is right. He's right. He's right.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's right. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, cool. And now, I'm glad that you set me straight, man.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead, Cinco.
And now I'm gonna go ahead and continue with what I had up in the first place because I wasn't done with my list. So now my next one. My next
got like 9 minutes, man.
Is Gentle Criminal.
I don't know who this dude is.
Oh, I thought you seen My Hero. This dude is a P-file.
Oh yeah, I remember him now.
Yeah, okay. This dude is a P-file. He was running around with La Brava, and La Brava's like 8 years old. So that's my second one.
Okay.
And then my next one, y'all finna hate me after this. Right? Y'all finna be so mad at me.
That's what you was aiming for, man. Let's go, man.
But that's what we're finna do. Yeah. And then my next one is the Jiggly Butt Gang from Fairy Tail.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Useless.
Yeah. Hey, can you quickly enlighten me on why because I don't know who these dudes lumped up. They all lumped up?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. I don't really watch Fairy Tail. I'm not a fan of that show at all. I don't remember it. I'm not a fan of that show at all. I hate everything it stands for. I feel like it's an emulation and a compilation of like 5
middle school anime. I'm not together. Like you watch that stuff when you middle.
Hold on. I gotta hear you. What would you say, Cinco?
I said it's like one of those animes that you watch in middle school but never go back to for reasons. That's pretty much what Fairy Tail is. It's not worth getting into.
So you were saying, Durag, that it's an amalgamation of all different types of things put together,
and it's mostly fantasy, so you'll hate it.
Yeah, with a heavy Naruto reference, and I really can't stand this anime. I can't stand the main character, and I can't really stand nothing.
What's up with them though? Why they got their butts out like that?
They're just useless villains, bro. Like they sit there looking like that and just wiggle their butts back and forth while they're talking.
They're like the Green Gang. They're for nothing.
Yeah, literally.
Like that's literally what they do. That's all they do.
Yeah, that's literally all they do. There's nothing. There's no plot. Nothing. They have like some cool traps, but after that, it just falls off.
Mm-hmm. And this is my last one, Cell Max.
Yeah, get him.
No, that's valid. That's valid.
Yeah, Cell Max was one of the worst written villains ever. I don't even consider him.
That was rushed.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the yeah. Hey, how y'all gonna have an opportunity and just like
destroy it?
I've seen them do this to opportunities all the time. Get that out of here, man.
Dragon Ball is notorious for that. For saying, "Hey, fans."
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happened with GT.
Yeah.
They said that for GT for the longest
Hey,
time.
he said, I don't want nothing to do with it. Okay, well, you gonna have something to do with it. The GT. GT.
Literally.
Go ahead, Cinco.
First one up is going to be Kenjaku. Because
What's up, Iron Fist? Who's not valid?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. Kenjaku
If you
is.
say Itachi, I got the picture on standby.
I got the picture on standby right here. Go ahead, put my picture of Kenjaku real quick.
You trying to crash out, sir?
So Kenjaku, easily one of the wackest villains. He was just deciding, you know what? The person who can create chaos in the world is not doing it. So I'm going to take matters into my own hands. And he decides to take back shots from Yuji's dad, which is the reincarnation of Sukuna's brother, in order to be like, hey, by the way, that's going to be the child of prophecy. He's going to create the apocalypse. All for him to get snuffed out.
I'm waiting, Bobby.
By a dude with a sword who can copy other curse techniques. This man had no reason. Yeah, I'm talking about Kenjaku.
Yeah, when you say a man with a sword that can copy other techniques, who are you referring to?
He's gonna try to bait you into another.
No, I'm not. I just want to know if you're talking about Yuta or not. You don't even know these characters.
He's gonna start a fight with you, man.
Hey, Exo don't even know these characters. I want to know where you're talking about.
It's all right. Exo. But yeah, I was referring to Yuta. It's been a minute since I stepped back into this anime, so forgive me for not remembering the characters' names. But Kenjaku for me stood out because it was just like, why in the world? Like, he literally had no plot context in the main storyline other than causing stuff in the background. That man had zero reason to be in the front lines.
Yuta.
That's my first one. Second one is going to be Aizen from Bleach.
Oh, you don't like Aizen? I've heard so many good things about Aizen from these fellas.
One of the dopest characters in Bleach. We talked a little bit about this before we got on the show.
Yeah, I feel like he was a whack villain only due to the fact.
Aizen? Hold on, I'll put up one. Go ahead.
I do not have one.
No, go ahead. I got you.
I think Aizen was a whack villain because he didn't add anything to the plot. It was just a showcase of Ichigo's new Bankai. That was literally the only reason why the Aizen fight was even a thing. Because, like, for example, Ichigo has gotten his butt whooped so many times by that point that he literally could have been a villain that popped up later in the series after like as a tester for the new Bankai, and like that fight would have went down. But instead they were just like, hey, he's gonna beat Ichigo, and then round 2, Ichigo's got a new Bankai. Wow, crazy. He has Zangetsu now. Like, no, I'm sorry, but no, I can't stand Aizen.
I think that's more of a
he had more talk no jutsu than Naruto did. I'm sorry.
I think that's more of a shonen trope because Bleach, even though like Bleach is what it is, we all know Bleach is what it is, but it's really the epitome of shonen, right? Bleach is the epitome of shonen, and how they typically like introduce a character's new form is they set a benchmark, right? We've seen it with Kenpachi, with what's the Grimmy? We've seen it with Grimmy.
We've seen it with a lot of people.
Yeah, we've seen it with a lot of people. He had, so when you think about Aizen and the Hogya Cube and the complete hypnosis and what he was doing to the Soul Society, I'm not gonna say he was useless to the plot because like he was there for a reason, and he was tricking ninjas way from before, like way back when, like, you know what I'm saying? So he's been there, and they had no idea that they would. I like to call him Clark Kent because when he got them glasses on, he Clark Kent. So they had no idea that Clark Kent,
albeit
was
fair.
Who's lying? Who's lying?
No, neither of us right now.
Okay. I feel like lying.
Either way, I just. Again, that stuff you really don't find out till later anyways. But like at the time when I first saw Aizen, I was like, what's the point of this fight? Like afterwards, I was like, what was the whole point? You know what I'm saying? And then later I found out why it was like he was part of the plot and why he was brought up. But like at first I was just like, what was the whole point of this? This had zero, like I really didn't like him.
In 1,000-Year Blood War, they show you how much of a threat he is. Like he's taken with spiritual pressure alone. Like he's often like top tier top tier Quincy's like in the Soul Society. Like he's really putting people through pressure, and he's locked up. He ain't even free yet. So I think it's like I don't think we've seen another character in Bleach with the spiritual pressure that Isaac has. Like
that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So moving on. Gonna go Frieza. Actually, no, not Frieza. Dio Brando from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Dio Brando. How you spell that?
Dio, and then the last name Brando, literally the same way that it sounds.
Oh, why you don't like him, man?
This man literally had the ability to be the most omnipotent being in the JoJo universe, right? He had the biggest ability to be the most omnipotent being, but all because he had a beef with one dude who he took his body over and then was like, nah, screw the dude, I got beef with your bloodline, and like went crazy.
Joestar, or not Joseph, but what was Joseph's dad?
Joestar.
What's his name? Jonathan Joestar.
Jonathan,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
So it went from Jonathan Joestar to Joseph, then to JoJo, which was literally his Jonathan Joestar. Anyways, it was a whole thing. But after the Jonathan Joestar whole thing, Dio's like, I'm gonna get you one day. I'm gonna take your body. And Jonathan thought he was winning because he's on a burning ship. Whatever. Dio comes back after reviving himself, essentially, through his vampiric abilities, and starts beefing with the whole Joestar bloodline.
He's
almost
a vampire?
immediately. Yes.
He's
It starts out as a vampire, then turns into stands, which is a whole reason why JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is really weird in the first place. That's a whack anime. Anyways,
thank you.
I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that.
Okay, it's only a whack anime after the third arc.
He say it's hype. It has see my thing with Dio, right, is JoJo's had so many different parts, but Dio remains the main villain in that saga, even if he's not in that particular part. Because like let's not forget he's Giovanni's dad, right? He's the one who had the arrow and the bow. He was the one creating stand users in the first place. It was so much that Dio was doing.
I understand, but I'm just saying he's a whack villain for having beef with an entire bloodline, all because
his reasoning was
it's the reasoning. It's not even what he did, it's the reasoning. Because it's similar to my next character, which is going to be Frieza from Dragon Ball Z.
See that Bob Miller. That's what I'm saying. He was a main part of why everything happened.
Again,
his reasoning was stupid, but he was.
It's the reasoning. That's the reason why these villains are whack to me. It's not what they did so much. It's the reasoning behind it, right? Because for Frieza, for example, he couldn't beat the Saiyans in a straight up fight. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna delete y'all off existence. Full genocide. And it was just not okay.
Yeah, he's a hater. He's a hater.
I think Frieza wanted to be taller. That's
like
the reason he went to Dragon Ball.
Frieza is literally the Black Air Force Drake post Kendrick beef type deal. That is Frieza right there. He literally went from thinking like his ultimate form was like a big bad because most people in the universe can't face him. But then all of a sudden he gets slapped by a Saiyan who didn't even know he could turn Super Saiyan until he blew up his friend.
Being a hater makes you the best.
No, being a hater makes you a useless villain because we've seen to get his butt whooped so many times at this point. It's not surprising to us. People grab his tail.
We've also seen him drop. Like I've just seen him drop Goku and Vegeta. One shot them both.
100%.
Man, have y'all ever?
but here's my point, right? Frieza now stepped into his Black Air Force energy literally by becoming Black Frieza.
You got something in front of your camera, fam.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, it's the blurred background.
My bad.
My bad. No, you good. But yeah, no. So like, again, another whack character for the reasoning. It's like you really, Frieza is a true embodiment of a YN, a Black Air Force YN in Dragon Ball Z, in anime in general.
Man,
in my personal opinion.
A hater will be mad because you on the way to the league and pop you. That's the worst type of person on planet Earth, man.
That is Frieza
from
And
No, but
Vegeta-
that makes it a great villain because that's the worst type of person. Like, ugh.
which again, comparatively to the storyline and
And a
whole,
racist, man.
and the whole storyline.
I think you lied. I think you lied about him. I think you lied.
I think Heavy Plate has a point. So Frieza and Vegeta both had the same complex. I'm royalty. It doesn't matter. Whatever y'all do, y'all never gonna beat me because I'm royalty. Frieza was raised like that. Vegeta was also raised like that. So he knew he was better than these Saiyans. It wasn't necessarily he was hating on him. He just knew he was better based on how he was raised. You know. Vegeta had a hard time accepting Goku was stronger than him too, because based on genetics, Frieza was supposed to be the strongest. So he had a hard time accepting that.
Hater. Right. It's just like Broly was a hater in the original story. Mad because
Goku was
a hater.
Yeah, he was mad because Goku was crying next to him.
I think
yeah, that was true.
I think that haters are the worst. So that's why I'm saying you lied, because he can't be the wackest thing, because the haters always win in my eyes. Go ahead.
So another one is who I got on here. Oh, Griffith from Berserk.
Yeah, Griffith is
whack villain. Whack.
He was whack neither.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm thinking whack.
Griffith whack. No, Griffith was whack, bro.
I'm trying to think. No, I don't think that was whack at all.
At the first point, right? He even told him after he beat him in the fight, he was like, "I own you now," right? Whack, whack, right? Cool. Moves on, and then goes ahead after he's corrupted, tortures this man's girl in front of him, R-words her, and then goes ahead and just throws him back out in the world like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that happened."
It was his destiny, man.
It
doesn't.
That destiny does not matter in terms of whack. I'm sorry. It does not matter. You can be destined for anything, but the way you do it.
I ain't gonna say I like that he R-worded his.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of crazy.
Yeah, but that was
whack.
But hold on,
whack.
But hold on. Hold on. No. Hold on. Are you talking in a moral sense that it's whack? Because that's what would make it. But hold on. But that's what would make him a great villain.
But he even afterwards, Griffith told him, "I'm going to betray you." He straight up told Guts that, and Guts still kept him by his side.
That makes Guts stupid.
Yeah.
like what? What villain?
Yeah,
hold on. The hero, like, hey,
hold on. You might be getting your head. You might be getting your head smashed right now. Hold on, because that does make Guts stupid. That doesn't make him whack because of that.
In the execution, because how did he get corrupted in the first place?
Who you talking about, Griffin?
Yeah.
It was the eclipse. Yeah, he was destined for that. The God hand type stuff. So and he knew that in the first place.
Ramen chunks. What the fuck is going?
Ramen chunks.
Man,
that's wild.
What you man, you grabbing? I can't understand what you're saying, bro.
No, I'm saying Griffin knew it was the eclipse, right? So the post eclipse and pre eclipse Griffin are different. You know what I'm saying? But he knew what he was destined for, which is the reason why he told Guts in the first place. We didn't know it was going to come at the cost of Casca, which is Guts' girlfriend. Like, we didn't know it was going to come at that cost or what was going to happen. But you got to understand, demons, they don't have a human's morality, gang. They don't care about any of that.
I know that.
Yeah, so Griffin, it was just something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So we're gonna wrap it up after this. Go ahead, Cinco. Give your last thoughts on that.
Show Tucker from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh man, nah. How is he whack? How is he? But hold, dirtbag. That.
But
okay.
they made him look like an ally. Though. They made him look like an ally just for him to turn out to be a quote unquote villain, but he wasn't even a villain. He was just a dude with a really twisted sense of morality.
A villain. Hold on, I'm tripping. Am I tripping right now?
They made him out to be a villain like as soon as they find out about the whole Chimera situation, and then he only gets arrested. Like they're just like.
Scar killed him.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Maybe we're gonna get up. We're gonna get up out of here after
Scar only found him because he got arrested.
Hold up. Hold on.
No,
That
they,
makes
he
you-
was
If I'm
in
wrong,
that
I'm wrong.
room.
Yeah, no.
If I remember correctly, he was in that room when he killed him because Ed and them wanted to do it.
He was
Ed
killed. Hold on. Wait.
I thought it was in the alleyway.
It might have been in the alleyway.
My
but it might have
brain
been in the room.
ain't keeping up like y'all's for some reason. I'm having an off day. Hold on. That would make him a very great villain, not a whack one to me.
What?
Okay, so when you look at a villain, you want to know somebody that does the most horrendous things. What he did was the most horrendous thing anybody could ever do. I'm not gonna say if it affects me, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. So to say it's whack, I'm not understanding your concept of whack, because that is a great person to have as a villain, somebody that did such a horrendous thing. So
It's not the fact that he did the horrendous thing. That you're right about that part. It's how short of a line of horrendous things that they gave him, and then
that makes him whack though.
yes,
I'm
because
not getting
he
it.
literally didn't even last a full episode. He was literally like 2 episodes in of being a good guy, half an episode of him everybody finding out he's whack, and then as soon as that happened, boom, he's immediately just unalived.
Hey man, what is this, man? Hey, I don't want to see
Sam say let her cook. Hey.
Hey, go ahead, baby Sam. Hey, what are you talking about, man? This dude in here. What's the word y'all use? Glazing? Stop glazing, nigga. You know you about to set up.
You sounded like an uncle.
What's the new kid say? Glazing. Go ahead. Hey, baby Sam, cook this dude, man. Hey, because I don't see that as a bad. Yeah, I don't see that as whacking out. I think you're lying. Nigga.
I think he's one of the worst people in anime, especially when you find out the only reason he got his I want to say hunter's license, but I know it's not a hunter's license. It's like that alchemy thing.
Yeah.
The only reason he got it in the first place is because he did the same thing to his wife, gang.
Yes.
And you don't even and you don't find that out.
Terrible.
Later, way later.
Tough.
Terrible, man. Hey, that you lied.
He would have been
man.
a great villain had he had a longer run. But
no, you lied, man. You lied.
I think
that's majority rules, man. You lied, right? Right? So he lied.
All right,
I don't
step down. I'll step down.
All right.
Did he lie, man?
This is my redemption arc. This is my redemption arc.
So wait.
Hey, let us know if it's a lie before we get up out of here, man.
Can I smile again?
Wait, if he's saying it's his redemption arc, does that mean he took an L earlier?
Yeah, and we out of here on that. Nigga, that's a great way to end this here.
Yeah.
Think with another dub.
2 dubs
on out.
Boy,
yeah, that boy dubbed you. Yeah, hey.